Muscle fibers are made up of numerous myofields, which are surrounded by the sarcolemma and carry out contraction. Along with myofields, there are many mitochondria in the sarcolemma, which is a specialized plasma. Myofibrils are composed of sarcomeres. Extensions of the sarcolemma that separate sarcomeres are called T-tubules. After action potential reaches the T-tubules, the sarcoplasmic reticulum, which covers sarcomeres, regulates calcium concentration. Thin filaments in sarcomeres are the actin, troponin, and trypomyosin, and the thick filaments are the myosin. The M line is the middle of the sarcomere. The Z disc is the end of the sarcomere. The H zone is the distance between ends of thin filaments. The I band is the distance between thick filaments, and the A band is the total length of thick filaments.
In order for your body to move, a command must be sent from the brain. This signal travels from the brain to an association neuron, and finally to a motor neuron. At the end of the motor neuron lies the axon, where vesicles are filled with neurotransmitters. An electrical impulse is set off by the action potential in the axon, causing the release of the neurotransmitters. Once they are released, they pass through the muscular junction and enter the sarcolemma of the microfibrils. The neurotransmitters travel down the sarcolemma and pass through the T-tubules. The neurotransmitters attach to a receptor which sends a signal to the sarcoplasmic reticulum to release the calcium which is being stored there.
After the muscle contraction is stimulated by action potential from a motor neuron, calcium binds to troponin, which exposes binding sites by controlling trypomyosin to change shape. Myosin heads bind to actin in the presence of ATP, forming a cross bridge, and the thin filaments move towards the M disc by sliding along the thick filaments. Myosin pulls actin strands, which is called the power stroke, and the sarcomere shortens, causing muscle contraction. The myosin then relaxes to low energy configuration but stays attached to actin. Actin gets pulled towards the center of the sarcomere, and ATP breaks the bond between actin and myosin, which relaxes the cell.